to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be competing at Longmont Open 2025. Well, I seem to be pretty slow at the cube you don't want to step on, but now it's time for lunch. Okay, so I am back from Longmont Open, and I am pretty sure I just broke my finger and I did something to my wrist right there. And I have another competition in the next week. So that's gonna be a little tough. So that means let's see how the next competition goes in a few days. Day 0, Day 1, Day 2, Day 3, Day 4, Day 5, Day 6. And here I am 7 days later at Pueblo Puzzling 2025, the next cubing competition, and this one is going to be a little bit hard because of how I hurt myself, so let's see what happens when I compete. The first event at Pueblo Puzzling was 3x3. And it was really hard to hold a cube with 2 hands right now, so I decided to do it one-handed.
8, you ready?
The timer turned off. The timer turned off.
Then just call over a delegate.
Delegate?
Oh, yeah, it's going into 4-pad mode.
The timer turned off in the middle of my stall.
Oh, shoot, I don't know. I thought you just meant it was off in general.
No, it literally just turned off in the middle of my stall.
I don't know what to do with that. I'm not a delegate, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I just thought you meant like it turned off.
Delegate. Okay, there's Miles.
Timer turned off and then went into 4-pad mode.
In the middle of my stall.
Cool.
Okay.
Go ahead and solve that side of back.
Okay. I cannot really hold a cube with 2 hands right now.
To do it one hand is pretty commanding.
Okay, let's try that again. I used to be better than that at 3x3. There was a time when I averaged 13 seconds. Okay, that was just about my worst official average in 3x3, probably high 26 or low 27 average, when my worst official average used to be around 19 seconds. So yeah, I guess trying to solve a 3x3 with one hand in a two-handed event is probably not the best idea. Anyway, let's get ready for Megaminx. I did some practice solves on Megaminx and figured out I could hold a Megaminx and turn it by using just the 2 front fingers on my right hand, and I was getting some pretty decent times that way. Let's see what happens when I compete. 149, sub 150. next event was square one, which was a pretty bad idea to do two-handed. I didn't make cutoff in square one, and having my best single be a 108 put me in last place. Well, square one kind of hurt my hand a little bit because I was not being careful, and they just called up FTO, which means I have to do FTO one-handed. That's gonna be fun. Well, unfortunately, I hurt my hand pretty badly doing square one and was not able to move the fingers on my right hand, so 6x6 one-handed. Five by five one-handed. One-handed, the one event I was actually able to practice, but something really funny happened on my last solve, so let's watch what happens. glad that's over. Now time for my first ever official round of Scube. Yes, that means my first official round of Scube I had to do one-handed.
FTO with, I believe, tying team record average, and Peterson. Finishing FMC with a 30 move single, Jude Stolen. Winning very wide. Ian Wide. Winning 6.6. Winning 5x5. Winning 1 minute. And winning 2 minutes. Winner of USC. Winner of Pueblo Puzzling 2025. Big note.
The end of Pueblo Puzzling 2025. So these two competitions I went to 1 week after the next went okay, I guess. The first one went great. I got a PB single and average in Megaminx and did really good at 5x5, I think. I didn't do good in FTO, but still PR and PB because I haven't competed in a while. But in Pueblo Puzzling, I decided to damage my wrist and break my finger, and that affected a lot of my averages and everything except for 3x3 one-handed. Honestly, I actually did a lot better in 3x3 one-handed than I thought I would do. And on 5x5 one-handed, I got a PB single, which was 236 point something. I don't remember what it was. But anyway, I should probably end the video now. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.